Hello, Virgo. This is a reading for all Virgo placements of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. My name is Melissa. Welcome to my channel. If you are interested in a personal reading, please get in the description box below. There's a few links there, some to my social media, one to my email, and then to my website. My website is Lady Magdalene's Mercantile. It's actually a physical store, but it's where I provide tarot services as well. You can either do a video chat type of reading, or we can do one where I just record a video and send a private link to you. So I'm using a Celtic cross spread, and I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. The World fell out, which tells me there's an end of a cycle. I feel like whether it's health, wellness, business, interpersonal relationships, all of the energies are the same and kind of related. So if there's anything specific that comes out, I will definitely give it to you. So coming in, like I said, the World. It's the end of a cycle and the beginning of something new. And to me, it's almost like you, before I even turn anything over, I feel like you need to start making wishes again. I feel, and this has kind of been, stagnancy has kind of been the overall meaning of all of our, I feel like we love what we love. We love that we're stable, but we're stagnant. So I do feel like you need to start wishing in again. Coming in as the challenge, we have the Three of Swords. This is my stagnancy card. It's like we're frustrated because things aren't happening enough. We don't know enough information. We're getting bored with the same conversations, or maybe we're having the same argument with people. There's some sort of stagnancy going on with you and the people around you. So that's definitely in a need for a time for growth. Showing up at the root of the problem is the Empress. I do feel like this is you in a sense that you are developing into a new version of you, and you are, I know maybe you are trying to get pregnant. However, I do feel like, this is the moon too here. I do feel like you are evolving heavily right now, Virgo. It feels like you're evolving, and it's a painful evolution, whether it's been, again, with your career, your health, your interpersonal relationships. Sometimes you move faster or slower than people, and it can create a lot of friction. So just be aware of that. It doesn't mean you have to send those people away or that you have to leave. It's more of a, honoring where everybody is in their own space, but also knowing yourself and knowing what you need to do to grow. In the past, we have the Four of Wands. So lots of happiness, celebrations, lots of joy. And I do believe that's what you're trying to find again. You want that joy. So sometimes we try to revisit the same situations and trying to live in that moment all over again, but it was a once in a lifetime moment, and it's time for you to create new moments. Okay. In your subconscious, we have that negative self-talk. I want you to pay attention here to this little person in the end, and it's like the little, when I talk about the little soul inside, it's like you're telling all these things to this little soul inside of you that you should be speaking kindly to. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see what else is out there. I understand the idea of being committed as a Taurus and a Capricorn moon. I am so fucking loyal to every little thing in my life that it is a like mercy fest when I am trying to get rid of something. I understand that, but sometimes it's not even the person that you're wanting to get rid of. It's a communication that you need to have to evolve one another. I do believe in divine partnerships, and that maybe there is one person for you the rest of your life. But I feel like there is a point where you're hitting a brick wall having the same conversation, and it's like, okay, we need to communicate differently. These are the things that I want now. This is what we have in the past, and this is what we have right now, but this is what I want. You are meant to live a very yummy life, Virgo, and part of that is communicating and creating a more desirable existence. Coming into the future, we have the Eight of Wands. So I do feel like, and it actually, all of my cards are meant to be upright. This one actually came out in reverse, which tells me stagnancy again. So heavy on the stagnancy. I feel like you need to be creating more. And if you say I'm not a creative person, I say bullshit. You need to be writing out the things that you want. And I think part of that is practicing being grateful of what you have right in front of you right now. Literally, when you wake up your eyes, be grateful for the fuzzy sheets that are keeping you warm, the food that's in your refrigerator right now, and the roof over your head. Because literally, we know that stuff can be gone in a moment's notice. And I feel like it's just stuff, and I feel like you need to be grateful for the power that you have right now at your fingertips and in your head and in your heart. Advice, the Queen of Swords. This is about communication. This is about you being honest and being true when you're communicating in the things that you want, hope, and desire. In your environment, I'm even getting like bubbles. You're having a hard time communicating. And I feel like it's restricting your throat space, and it's restricting your heart space too. We understand, Virgo, that we don't want to feel the feels outside. I get it, but it's time. You need to have a balance. This is alchemy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might be realizing that you can get the same effort from doing less work, okay? And I think you're overcomplicating things by feeling like, you need to go through therapy this million times. We need more hours of therapy. No, sometimes you just need a good conversation, a good, honest conversation. One that you don't worry about hurting feelings, you worry about what's coming out of your heart to pour into someone else. I don't know where that came from, but that was definitely for someone specific. In your hopes and fears, we have judgment. It's possible that something else is coming back around, like it wasn't good for you back then, but the time to revisit it is now. I feel like you've had this conversation before with people. You've had this opportunity before. You've had this symptom before, and it's come back around, and it's like, okay, you need to make peace with this. You need to make peace with what Spirit wants out of this situation. Are you going to improve, or are you going to go back to that stagnancy? Deep messages. And number 10, we have stability, okay? So this is the Four of Pentacles. What you have is stability. Stability is good, stagnancy is not. And this is just the advice of holding tight. Don't rip the ship apart, before you really hold tight to what is in front of you. I think what you have is really important and of value to you. Hold tight to it, but remember, there is always room for growth. So thank you for watching, Virgo. Again, this is a reading for December 1st through the 15th. I look forward to chatting with you at the end of the week.